about the sport a little bit, because all I remember jump roping from is like elementary school. We used to do it for, was it Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think?
Sure. Yeah, Arnold is still involved with it, but we used to cut down Grandma's clothesline and steal the rope and jump. So what's going on with jump rope is it's grown into a sport where we're into beaded ropes. A beaded rope is something that is easier to see for the viewers because of the colored beads and the sounds that are going on the gym floor. It makes a nice clicking, and it's very easy to follow, okay? And you could do a lot of different things with a beaded rope. Then we get into maybe a licorice rope, we call it, a freestyle rope, which allows the jumper to make the tricks. Okay, a lot more tricks. They've gotten very sophisticated, and so the equipment has to get better as they get better. And then, of course, we got the one that hurts. It is just a cable.
Jeez.
That is
Yeah,
it.
that's what you see in like horror movies. The bad guy would put that around somebody's neck.
Exactly, and that leaves a mark. So, but the speed cable is just that.
I'm afraid I'm going to get hit behind me.
No, we're good. I will not let them do that. But the cable is something that is definitely geared towards speed, reps. So, for example, yesterday I just had a young man in Beijing, China. He did 113 speed jumps in 30 seconds. That is a tremendous amount of jumps in 30 seconds. These kids are somewhere around 80, 85. So the world record now is 113. That's brand new.
And what are the different types of jump roping?
Okay, so we're into freestyle, which is a very large category. And within freestyle, you'll get pairs and singles. Then you'll go on to double dutch. Double dutch is what everyone's familiar with, kind of grew up with doing that, especially in the urban areas. And then from double dutch, we are now getting into speed, all kinds of speed events. 30-second speed, 1-minute speed, 3-minute speed. And then one of the toughest stations for our CrossFit friends is called double unders. Double unders is the rope 2 times over your head, 1 jump. And these two right here behind me are very good at triple unders. Ooh. So we might want to show you that. But that's the speed events with this rope. And then the new one is Chinese wheel. Chinese wheel is when you're holding one handle, I'm holding the other handle. We're sharing 2 ropes, and we're getting into all kinds of very much a wheel. You'll see that wheel motion. That's what they're doing.
All right, so a sport not just for young girls and guys like Rocky Balboa. It's for everybody.
Oh, it absolutely is for everybody. We have senior divisions right up to 50 and 60 years old at nationals. So I just wanted to get into a little bit of that. There is a regional, we are part of Region 10, which is New England. And from Region 10, it goes to a national level. So what you do is you qualify at Region 10, okay, and if you choose to, you go on to nationals. This year, nationals happen to be at Disney down in Orlando. So that was fun. Next year, we're not sure where it's going to be. It's going to be somewhere in this beautiful country of ours. And we are, we qualified. We went down there as a team. I brought 14 jumpers down to nationals. We were able to achieve 13 top 10 ribbons, and we actually had a second place medal from our small little team, because we are up against teams that have 100 jumpers, 80 jumpers, 60 jumpers, especially in places like Texas, the Carolinas, down south. They are more... They're larger because it's warm down there, and there's not as many options to do things in the summer, so they go inside to the air-conditioned building, and they build a jump rope program that's tremendous. Wow. Whereas I have to deal with, basketball, football, baseball, and all figure skating and everything else. So.
Well, that's great. So we're going to see a show here, right?
Yeah. All
right, who do we have behind us here?
Okay, we have Lauren Materia, who's been jumping since the 2nd grade with an after-school program. That's how it started with Lauren. The phys ed teacher had an after-school program, and she's been jumping since then. She's now 17 years old. She's going to be a senior at Nipmunk High. And Max Moreau, who's been probably jumping a little more on his own, kind of took it up with the video and the just social media allows these kids across the country to communicate with each other with tricks. Awesome. And they show each other tricks, and that's how they do it. And then Max has been jumping with us for probably 6 or 7 years, and he is a junior at Nipmunk High. So they have just finished up with Nationals, which was at the end of June. We have a big show coming up with the Special Olympians, August 26th. And we will be in the 300 parade for the town of Westboro, September 10th. And we'll also be in the parade for Mendon, their 350th, September 24th. And on it goes. We just love community service, and we like to get out there and grow the sport.
Is there a website?
Yes, there is. Facebook page, High Altitude Jump Rope Team. And the Facebook page, the website is High Altitude Jump Rope.
All right.
So, we're out there. Anybody wants to track me down.
Look Steve on Facebook. Are you guys ready? Let's see the show.
Okay, so do we want to do a little freestyle? No freestyle. Okay, let's start with whatever you want to start with. I know it's warm out. And it's something that worldwide, you're going to need a commentator to understand everything that's going on. Sure.
And the commentators can call the moves? And everything?
Yes, there's names for every one of these. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. I don't know them all. But, there are names for every trick.
Do you jump rope yourself?
I just do a little double dutch. I get in the rope, I stop bouncing, and they turn.
Okay.
And that's where I'm at.
So it's really about the, what would you call them, swingers at that point?
I do want to say this about jump rope. One of the key overlooked factors in jump rope are the turners. Turners. Those turners, and in fact, we just had a 3-day camp at CrossFit over in Mendon, and I brought in 4 pros to work with the kids for 3 days, and there was a large segment on turning. Just the positioning and the workout and where you need to be and what you need to do, and the communication between you and the jumper. It's huge.
Right, so the jumper, like you said, you're just kind of getting in there hopping, but it's up to the turners to really put on the show.
If you tend to move forward, back, left, right, they got to guide you. You know what I mean? You might say a little faster, a little slower, a little this, a little that. So what I'd like to show you is just triple. Can you just show a couple triples? Or doubles. Let's do doubles first. So here's a double under. So 1 jump, 2 times over your head. Okay? That's a station for CrossFit that a lot of the CrossFitters struggle with a little bit. Okay, now we'll do triples. And both of these two have done very well with triples.
You're using 2 different types of rope.
Right. Whoa. See it? See Lauren? So the story behind Lauren was she wasn't getting big numbers with doubles, and the pro said to her, "What's the matter?" And she said, "I can't get my numbers up." And he said, "Well, you're jumping too high." And she said, "Well, I don't know how to lower myself." He said, "You know what? Instead of doing doubles, do triples." So because she was naturally jumping so high, and you know what? It's turned out to be the score. That's the event.
Yeah, that's amazing. You wouldn't think of that. Oh, I wouldn't think of that. How do you determine the length of the rope?
The length of the rope is under the feet, up, turn the handle somewhere in here. Okay, that's probably the perfect length. A lot of people, like at CrossFit, their ropes are not the right length.
So if somebody is failing at this and not doing well, you might want to check the length of your rope.
Yeah, the length of your rope, your hair, the hair that gets in the way. There's a lot of little nuances to making you a better jumper. Lauren is, she's just become such a, you have to try it, and if you fail, you just keep going at it. It's amazing. And then before you know it, they get the trick and they move on to another one. The one that they were struggling with, now they're not struggling with it.
How long would they practice? I mean, you could practice anywhere. You could practice in your living room.
So there are, yeah, exactly, and I tell them that all the time. Mummies, chandelier, doesn't matter. Use the rope in the living room. That's what I want you to do. But we practice about 6 hours a week, 6 or 7 hours a week. But the big teams, the massive programs, they're probably jumping 6 days a week.
6 days a week. Wow.
Yeah, down south. Yeah. So there is there's a gap there, but you know what? We're doing all right. We're holding our own up here in the Northeast. You know, Region 10, I call it. It's all in New England.
How many kids involved with high altitude again?
High altitude has 14 kids right now.
How many do you want?
I would like 20. I think it's a manageable number for me. It's not a full-size gym there in the town hall, but I think I can manage with 20. I would never turn away a child, though. I never would. It's just not in me. We'll figure it out.
At what age?
Well, we're running from about 9 years old, 8 or 9 years old. We start them there and up to 18, and then of course they go off to college. And that's the other thing I wanted to say is college now, they're on board. So you're getting intramural club sports. Kids are going. These guys will go to college. They will go to their professors or their deans. They will introduce it. They will get sponsored, and then it will become hopefully a club sport, an intramural sport, and then it will grow from there. The other thing we do, I'm not sure you know this, but we do halftime shows. So for example, this past year we did Harvard, Northeastern, Bridgewater, Stonehill, and boys or girls, doesn't matter to me. I'll go to any basketball game, high school game. So we do a lot of different stuff, and it's fantastic. I'm going to retire, and I'm going to be involved with jump rope. That's my that's my retirement.
That's great. Any like heroes that these kids look up to? Is there a community of athletes that these kids have to look up to?
Yes, there is, and the one name that jumps out, probably a 22-time world champion, is a young lady named Tori Boggs. From the state of West Virginia, went to Ohio State, and is now still giving back to jump rope and still jumping at a high level. She's in Beijing, China, actually, right now, and they just won some double Dutch speed event. But Tori has been here, has been to the little town of Mendon and Upton and done camps for us over the years. So she is the one. And then, you know what? We just had a young man from Michigan come in, Tyler Devonshire, super kid, mature. It's a family. It's become a family across the country. It's amazing. And again, social media has brought them all closer. They're able to keep in touch. And you can actually teach someone through social media a new trick.
Sure, with the use of video, yeah.
Everything. To me, it's incredible. We didn't have that.
Right.
We had to have someone come, and then we didn't have a copy of it.
Yeah.
Now it's there and it's permanent, and you can keep looking at it until you get it. And if you don't get it, you can just quickly send a note and say, and he might say, move your left hand down 6 inches, and there it is. That's why they're so good.
Can you make money with the sport?
I believe,
at a certain level?
I would say not yet, although they are doing shows with Cirque. They are getting involved in like half times at NBA basketball games. They are doing high visibility events. They've actually done a halftime at a Cincinnati Bengals game on the turf. So the beaded rope allows you to be on the turf because the pin is rolling over it. We actually have a little bit of turf at CrossFit, so we kind of know what it's like to have a rope on turf. But the logistics for us is a big deal. What's the surface? How much room do we have? How high is the ceiling? A lot of things go into me being able to say yes.
And let's, obviously the health benefits of this is amazing. And we have a minute left.
Right, and I just want to say we just did a wellness nutrition lunchtime at a corporation, Raytheon, and they brought us in, and 10 minutes of jump rope. Let me get this out to everybody. 10 minutes of jump rope is 30 minutes of jogging.
Wow.
So if the knees are bothering you and the shins are bothering you, come on, pick up the rope and just jump in place. Steady beat.
Amazing. Steve, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Guys, great job. Let's, in the studio, let's hear it for the high altitude team here. Very nice. Good job.